Yo, we are back again. Back again. Hey. And just for y'all to know, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't all the way wrong in the last episode. I got one right.
Yeah, I got my one right too. Look, I got my one right. You know, we know a little some. You know, we know a little some.
Know a little something, but how you feeling today, bro?
I'm all right, man. You know, new week, fresh, just ready to, continue to get better, man. That's how I look at it. You just gotta take this shit day by day. How you?
Man, same, bro. I'm just living life, trying to take it day by day. And that's actually a good little, segue to our topic too. Like basically you look on social media, you look at your peers, and it's like, of course, you're not gonna compare, but then you see posts about where you should be at a certain age, or like, you'll see people making $100,000s or millions of dollars at a younger age, and then it's just like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? Or like, when is a good time to be making money? So like, my good question is, and after the question, we're gonna do the Rogie, of course. But
yeah, I'm about to say before I got it.
I just want it was just a good segue. Now I just love that. I love how you just brought it in. But my question is, at your age right now, do you feel like you gotta have it all? Is it more so like pressure on you to have it all figured out and be like a millionaire, or do you just play day by day? But before we answer, let's roll.
Rogie, come on, man.
Sir. Ooh. Do you think you gotta have it all though, bro?
Okay. No, you don't gotta have it all, but I do feel like I have to have it all at times. I battle with staying within the moment. I'm always down on myself a lot because I have an expectation because of just things that I want for myself. So obviously I would like more. I know that right now I'm not in the position to obtain more at this very moment, but I compare at times, or I did at a point. Like, as I mentioned in the past, like I compared, like, damn, this person's success, because it seems like they have it all right now. Versus, just following my own journey and my own process. But yeah, no, I don't think you need to have it all, but I can acknowledge that, like, that is what I struggle with.
And that honestly, bro, I think I'm the same, right? I always feel like I gotta have it figured out. And I'm definitely a victim of like comparing, because I try to use it as motivation, but then sometimes the motivation get misconstrued as just like putting myself down, like just like not a good affirmation at all.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why can't I be like that? And start like, and the negativity start to brew from me trying to compare. And I feel like that's the main throw off with it, because you always want to be at a good place. Like on social media, you seeing all this stuff, you don't want to relate to the broke person. You don't want to relate when girls make fun of it. And I think that's what's sorry about that. Social media make it worse because like girls,
and fuck you got in your throat, nigga. Get this shit together.
Come on, bro. It's allergies using this mucus. Come on, man. But going to it though, like social media, it play a big factor to it, right? Because like women, they always want a nigga who got it together right then and there, right? And as a male, we can begin it together, but it's just like you get bashed for that. So now it's just you kind of like fall into that social media trap. But what I had to learn is it's cool to take your own pace, because at the end of the day, you only got one life to live, right? And if you live your life, keep trying to worry about, oh yeah, I need to do this because that person did this, or do that because that person do that, you never gonna be a happy person. Because overall, you want to be happy. So right now, I feel like, yeah, you don't need to have it all right now, but I feel like every year you need to progress to something. I feel like it has to be some type of point to go to.
Let me ask you this, because I felt this way. So let me see if you can relate. Like, even though I wasn't necessarily comparing, like, as far as like I was envious, like when I would compare at times, like I can honestly say this was the first time I began to lack confidence. Like I've always been a confident person. I've always known who I was. I've always, like been sure of myself as far as like when I do things. But like seeing somebody in my same position, it seems or it comes across as doing the same thing that I'm doing. I feel like it was natural for me to lack confidence. Now, I don't think that you should. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's things people try to give you the political answers all the time, and I don't think that shit is real. Like, you a human fucking being. You gain confidence based on good things happening in your life. Like, if you're doing well, you're gonna gain confidence. But if you begin to do bad and you're starting to see others do well, you could begin to lack confidence. It's a natural cause and effect thing. So like me, like I had to like literally have to build my confidence back up because when you're not sure yourself or when you're not like, positive or like truly confident in things that you're doing, it's never gonna go like, or it's never the vision that you have for it will never truly be like what it was intended to be.
Rogie did that because you ain't lying right there. It's honesty, confidence is key to anything. If you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you're never going to flourish. You're never going to do it at a great pace. But I say, like, honestly, I like the confidence at times, like, where it's just I'm comparing myself to somebody who else is engineer. I mean, they're an engineer as well, right? They making probably more than me and doing things. I'm like, damn, why the fuck I can't do that? And we started in the same position. Where did I go wrong? Right. But then it's just like perspective. That's what I had to learn. And now I was listening to an interview and somebody had to explain it. You're like, yeah, we always get caught in like comparison, but you always gotta look at perspective. Be grateful for what you got. And I feel like that's how I kind of boosted my confidence because all right, I might not be in that shoes, but what I'm doing, I'm benefiting. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can help out others. I'm be able to learn. I could be able to like help teach others. Like my time might be more freely than that person. Like they might be their time probably is consumed all day. I have time where I could do this podcast with my brother and make a business. You know what I'm saying? Like at that
Right, you
point,
done facts.
if you look at the perspective of it and just change it, I feel like that boosts your confidence because at times we always gonna focus on the negative, and that's human nature. We always gonna look at the negatives of it. But like I feel like, and granted, it's kind of like kind of political thing, but like a political answer I would say, but like it's more so really how I looked at shit, and that's how I kind of got over it. Cause yeah, I'd be pissed off, but once I look at perspective, all right, what's all the positive shit that's going on? Like yeah, I might not have that his money, but he don't got the life that I live. Like I got friends that support me. I got friends that, you know what I'm saying, I can help that I can lean on, you know what I'm saying? I got a good support system. I got time to do things. I'm able to express myself. That person might not experience some of the stuff that I'm going through. And even though it looks good, especially on social media, it's always gonna look good. He probably going through some rough ass shit. Cause like just cause you making bread in California, that the motherfucking house is expensive. So you could be living in a shitty ass situation, but on the ground you looking sweet because you got the car, you going to the all like the good company and shit like that, but you still living paycheck to paycheck because you trying to keep up with the next person. So it's just all perspective how I kind of did it, how I thought about it, bro.
That's true, bro. It really is just how you look at it. I think at times I don't give myself enough credit. I feel like a lot of people don't give themselves enough credit because you expect more, and like I said, that is a natural. I don't think that's a bad thing that we don't give ourselves enough credit. I know people like to say that at times, but I think that's how you stay humble. And I was watching the Kanye jump, and one of the biggest quotes I seen when Pharrell told him was like, all right, like you a monster now, but like this the same way you are now, you have to keep this in order to sustain the level in which you want to achieve. And to me, like that model is, the way to go. Like he was hungry. Like even after all of the fame, even after all of the, so like I said, I don't think it's bad to like be hard on yourself, but you are doing a disservice to yourself, because if you don't appreciate what you have done, then how are we going to appreciate what you will do? You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know how to appreciate what you're going to do in the future. You can't appreciate what you're doing now. Like you said, like we done started something that most people would not be able to sustain, man. I always say that. Like, I'm grateful.
Yeah, and very consistent with it too. And then one thing I was going, oh yeah, Rogan did that.
Yeah, come on, Rogan did that, man, for real.
And one thing I was going to say is that for sure, like you should always be hard on yourself. But I feel like people gotta understand the levels of being hard on themselves. And I know this might not be a good example. I mean, good person to use because he just got swept, but he's still my favorite player. So I'm gonna still use it. All right. He was just saying, like, at times, he kind of when he's shooting and he's talking to himself and he missing, he's just like, what the fuck? Like at first he's just like, what the fuck? Like, man, get your shit the fucking together. Then he thought about it. He like, bro, why am I talking to myself like that? If like, why the fuck am I being that negative? He's like, it's ways that you can boost yourself up without being too harsh on yourself and put you in a bad place. Cause he said at times when he did that, it just didn't work out because he just like it just made it more negative. It's I feel like at times we gotta find that self-motivation where it's not diminishing what we are doing. Cause just like you said, we have to be happy for what we have accomplished, right? And now he's saying like to celebrate every accomplishment, but more so give yourself a mental pat in the back, but don't brag about it, right? To stay humble with it, but also keep that hunger where it's just you don't have to be so negative. Be like, all right, I see that person doing that. You can do better than him. You can be better instead of, man, what the fuck? You a bum. Like just telling yourself like, damn, you a bum. Like you, what the fuck? You could have been better than him and try to put yourself down.
Cause you start to believe it.
Yeah, you like, literally believe it. Like words are powerful, bro.
Real shit. Cause like I can say I was at my lowest point when I started telling myself I was at my lowest point. Like I started to tell myself like, oh yeah, this is what you are. Like, look at your situation. This is who you are, and you start to internalize it and then you then believe it. So then it's like, now, how do you bounce back if you believe that you're less, Like, how do you bounce back when you believe that like now you're not good enough anymore?
And I feel like that's where you gotta have that support system though, bro. Like having somebody to talk to or having somebody to lean on at times, that kind of can get you through it because they might say the right word that resonate in your head and all the negative thoughts just stop. Or just having somebody you could just vent to. Because I feel like a lot of times, especially like black males, right? We hold so much shit in and so much negative energy. Once we let that shit out, that shit kind of be like a morale boost, like a little confidence right there because now we expressed it. We understand what the issue is. Now it's time to correct it. And we all, like you said, you always thinking negative in your head and you just talking to yourself. You're not going to talk about the positives. Like you're not going to ever like try to question that because I don't know, like at that point, once you in that dark place, you in that dark place alone.
Yeah, like that is
go my bad.
Like I know like this is a little off topic, but I truly do believe this though. Like the nigga Ben Simmons is like that mentally, he's not dead. Like he's not ready to play basketball right now. Because as soon as he have a bad game, like they're gonna be all on his ass. Yeah. And he ain't ready for that. And I think mentally he's telling himself, I'm not ready for that. I can't tell him how to process it, but what I know he lacks confidence in himself now. And I think if this was the 1990s for Ben Simmons, I would have came back and played.
Yeah.
Or if this was the 2000s before social media, he would have came back and played. And that all my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Like it all kind of correlates to like what we mean, like the now. Like Ben Simmons can have a prosperous career 5 years down the line, or like the end of his career can end up being a Hall of Fame career. But the fact that we living in the moment now, we feel like he gotta be an NBA champion right now. Like, it's fucking his head up.
I mean, yes, and so with Ben Simmons, I have like I don't know. It's like, yes, mentally, it's fucking you up, but at the end of the day, this your job,
Bro,
right?
he weak-minded. Like, you
Not
can't
granted, but
say that.
you
Like,
can be weak minded. All right, if you're weak minded and you work at a regular job, it's like, all right, you fucked up in the head for sure. You gonna go talk to you gonna talk to a therapist, but you taking your ass to work. It's just when it comes to his situation, it's very rare because we don't know all the shit he been through, plus with the back pains. But it's more so.
I don't think it was ever a fucking back pain for
Yeah,
the jump.
it probably wasn't. It
I
probably
think legit, like, I can't. Only reason why I'm saying I can understand is because, for example, I remember when, like, got grilled like 2-3 years ago. And, like, you know, we always like to refer shit back to sports. That's our origin and everything. But just gonna make the analogy. But Steph got, you know, no Draymond, no Clay. You feel me? He was getting grilled, no playoffs. You feel me? Everybody was talking about Steph Curry actually a good player. And Steph Curry, people were saying Damian Lillard was better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I remember that.
It was talks.
It
Like
was definitely talks, because what this generation and what the time has done with social media is, because you can document every current moment, you then allow that to, like, change it, like, you know, that really, like, deter your better judgment as far as evaluating the situation completely. Because when you sit back and look at it, right, you and I are 20, when you just turned 25, we both 25 years old. We not in our 30s, like, we stressing out, like time has run out on us. You know what I mean? When you really step back and look at it, we young as fuck. Every time we had jobs, tell me if you the same way. They be like, "Damn, how old are you? You the youngest in the office."
Man, listen, dog. And it's crazy, right? Because I don't like you be the youngest in the office, and you have like you'll feel all this stress, but then you look at them and like,
Yeah,
y'all right here with me, like
y'all,
yeah, you
Rogie
like,
sound like Rogie. I swear, I be thinking like.
now granted,
And I'm not trying to shade, like, it's not even a shade thing. We're not trying to, like, discredit anybody within their process. But what we mean is, like, we can't look it up. We can't put that much heat on ourselves. Like, you know what I mean?
sure.
We're not doing that bad for us to only be at our age. And the thing about it is, I look at my mom. Like, my mom, she had a real good job when I was young. But then due to, like, you know, basically not being able to, like, take care of me and had a job, she had to leave that job for something closer. And she was just dealing with a bunch of bad jobs growing up. So, like, now she's finally got her a good job again.
Right.
And, you know, she's in her late 50s.
Rogie
Real life, shout out mom. Like, real life, she's doing well, man. And I'm proud of her because we went through hell when she was working them jobs. Like, give y'all a little tidbit. So basically in DC, if you make under a certain income, you can go to a private school. So my mother, she ended up getting her master's degree to get better money. But she knew that if she got a better job, then I wouldn't be able to go to my school no more. So she sacrificed just so I can go to school.
And that's how, and I think that's just gets like overlooked how powerful and like how strong women are. You know, they know to make the sacrifices for the better, the good. They're okay with and willing.
They
to do
think
that.
Further, like, you feel
Correct.
me? Like,
Correct.
They understand that in this moment right now, I might have to struggle for some years while he's in high school. I will. But as soon as he's out, you know, even with that job, it got me through, you know, we helped out when she could in college. And then once I graduated, She went full head of steam, got that full-time position, got her clearance, you feel me? And now she's making the money that she wanted to make after all these years.
And I was just wanted to say with that, honestly, that's a great tool to use as motivation to boost you up, right? Instead of like the negative thoughts, the negative connotations that you'll have about yourself, like X, Y, and Z, be like, you know what? I've been through so much. This shit right here, trying to compare what they doing, that's nothing. I've been through
Yeah.
hell and back already. So right here, this is nothing. I know how to make something shake, and that should just be more motivation. Like this, if this is the worst that it's gonna get, oh, it's gonna get better. Just like your mother understood at like when you were younger, if this is all this gonna be right now, shit, over time it's gonna be better. So and I think that's one thing that we kind of overlook at times. Like we don't reflect on the past, on what we've been through at times, to boost us up and say, I've been through worse. It's to tough
Nah,
us out.
real shit though.
Yeah,
I ain't
'cause
gonna hold you. I'm gonna take a shot for you. That like real life, like niggas done been through hell, man. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like people always I overlook that. I've been in several situations and I got myself out. Why am I letting something so small bother me? I understand that, yeah, it might not be where I might not be where I want to be at that time. Cool. That's fine. I'm gonna work my ass off because I always been. That's how I got to the place where I'm at now, right? So right now I might not be in the best place, but I know I'm not gonna stay in this place, and that's one thing that we always gotta remember, bro. Like, everybody fall victim of that. We worry about other people and don't ever reflect on what we have done, what we have overcame, and I think that's the most important thing. And my bad. I was gonna say with the Ben Simmons though. I just wanted to like close that out with like just saying, well, as far as with Ben Simmons, his situation, well, yeah, you lack confidence, but I don't think that should stop you from trying to better yourself. Like I think he's doing a bad example of what you do when you lack confidence because he's letting all those negative thoughts get to
how
him.
we gonna hold wait.
Okay.
But you know, if you ever been in that situation, which we all have, where like, you know, there's a situation where you feel like everybody in the world's waiting on you, praying on your downfall. How to go about that, we could say from the outside looking in. Will you imagine, okay, you know, we play sports. Now, obviously, we never played at the highest level.
Right.
But like, we play sports enough to know you dropped the game-winning touchdown or you missed the game-winning layup in high school, they on your ass.
For sure. For sure.
If you don't shoot in an NBA game, you play horrible. The whole city hates you. You missed all your free throws.
But this is my thing, right? This is my thing. How many people that talking shit about you is making the money that you made that? How many people made that money, that game, in the same day as they talking that shit? They didn't make as nearly as much money as you. And that's what I see is perspective.
But you like it's easy to just it's easy
I know what you're
that.
saying, but that's what I'm saying. Perspective. That's why I say perspective is key when it comes to the negative thoughts and battling like with your confidence. Because if you focus on the perspective of like everybody hate me and shit like that, cool. You gonna have that type of performance and you're gonna always carry that. Like a prime example, Wale, right? Oftentimes you'll see him in interviews, and it's not to bash him, but this is literally what I recognize. You'll see him on interviews and he's focusing on the people who don't like him. And J. Cole made a song. He talking about it. You talking about people don't like you, but focus on people that love you. Because the moment that you feed into the negativity, then you just gonna always live in that misery. But if you focus on the people that love you or that see good in you, then that's gonna be a confidence booster right there.
I have a question for you because you just got me thinking because that is true. But one thing that I feel like, well, let me ask you this. Do you think that people ignore the fact that they would like to prove by others? Because let's be real. Like, I think that people always say, I don't care what nobody thinks. But I do believe that, yes, you do care about what somebody thinks. I don't think you let it consume your life, but I do think that you care about what people think. Wale getting mad or frustrated that people don't give him his respect, that is a natural thing. It is natural for you, especially in his position, him being an artist. You make something where you want people to like what you're doing. So if you don't feel like you're getting the respect or the admiration that you deserve, you're gonna voice that. But just say, for example, in our cases, like, we not, obviously, like, we're just regular people,
Right.
but we not gonna go out the house any kind of way. Why? Because it is a representation of us, who we come from, our family. When we see certain niggas out here looking wild, we like, damn, like, shit probably fucked up at home. You feel me? Or, things might not be necessarily together for bruh, or her. But that's what I mean. Like, I think people gotta stop acting like we don't care about what others think. We do. I think we do.
No, I mean, granted,
what you think?
At times, I feel like, of course, we care about the opinions of others, and then that's give you a confidence booster. But like you said, we go outside. Ultimately, you want to make sure the people know that you cool, whatever, like you good, like you not no dirty person. But also, when we dressing to make sure that we feel good. Like, granted,
that's facts.
I come out there, I don't give a fuck like how they, as long as I feel good. Like, I feel like I'm clean. I feel like I look good. All right, cool. I'm straight. Because everybody, again, everybody got entitled to their own opinions. And just like you said with Wale, he's an artist. That's always gonna have different perspectives, different interpretations. Because you can look at J. Cole. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers say fuck J. Cole.
Yeah.
So many people say fuck J. Cole, and he don't even care. Bro man come out with his dread. Rihanna came up like, what are you doing with your hair right now? Rihanna asked him that. One of the baddest James out there. And he did not give no fucks. Kept still doing it. It's because more so, we gonna always think, we always gonna want to know, but it's more so about self-love, bro. Like, if you feel confident in yourself, like how you making yourself feel. And I feel like that's one thing we straying away. Cause we, of course, everybody want to know how somebody feel about them, how they look at them, but you don't need to take that too much and into heart. Because
how do you love yourself though in times like these? Like not how do you do it? Like, is it impossible? But I'm also asking you, like, what does that look like when you're in situations where you have every reason not I'm not gonna say you have every reason not to love yourself, because you always have reason to love yourself, but you have every reason to not love the situation you're in. So then go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, honestly, how I did it personally, like, I take a step back, look at all the people that you've encountered, you met. I did that by being me. If I try to be somebody else, I probably want to met the same type of people I met. And I'm cool with everybody's in my life. I'm fine with that. I don't care about like no new people or nothing. But originally I did that because I was being myself. And I feel that's why I'm like, okay, I don't need to be like that person. Because nobody fuck with me because I was trying to be them. They just fuck with me because I was being D. You know what I'm saying? I was being myself. So that's how I do so look. Because at times, like, of course, I fall victim to it, and then I'll be down. Everybody had fault be down. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to the point where you gotta, again, perspective playing the fact, and you gotta understand, what do you have right now?
Perspective of playing a thought.
No, plays into fact.
Oh,
come on, man.
I'm about to say, what you on, man? What you on, man?
No, but I'm gonna roll get to that because your ass is drunk.
You talking about perspective of playing a thought.
In fact, I probably should. I had spit in my mouth. My bad, but
what?
Spit in my mouth? God damn!
Golly! Oh my gosh, boy, you just been going crazy this episode, man. Shit, I gotta say, drink.
Hey,
that nigga talking about he got spit in his mouth and all that. And that nigga said he had spit in his mouth.
Now, I ain't even gonna get into that. No homo. All right. But regardless, all I'm saying is when you down, perspective is always key. Like this saying why people appreciate you, or even if you don't got a lot of friends, right? You got to where you at by being yourself. You ain't get to where you at by being somebody else. And that's how I always look at it, right? Like if I got the places or I open doors by being myself, why do I need to be some like why do I have to worry about the opinions of others? Or why do I have to like focus on that? And I feel like with Wale, bro, like I ain't gonna hold you. In DC, nobody know exactly where you from, right?
What does
But
that even mean, you know?
no, listen to what I'm saying. Nobody knows where you from, but you made it. You made it out, right? So the thing is, you gonna have a lot of naysayers. You gonna have a lot. You done been through a lot. You kind of did the impossible because you don't have nobody really backing you up from the city. You made it, and you doing a lot of positive shit. But you focus on what the negative people say. That's where it gets fucked up at. Cause you did something one of a million. Cause a lot of people in our area who got the backing don't even make it. He's not from there. You made it and you doing great things. You should focus on that. Focus on all the accomplishments that you did. But the moment that you focus on all the negative shit, of course it's gonna fuck you up and it's gonna fuck up the music. Cause then you ain't gonna be able to think. And you're gonna be a Ben Simmons, not being able to perform. And you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Not the Ben Simmons. That's what we gonna call it now. When your shit fucked up,
When your
you
shit
just
fucked up, you Ben Simmons.
you
You
Ben
Ben Simmons.
Simmons. For a while.
Cause you
When
can't
you
listen. Game
when you
4, he should
when
have
you're
been out there.
down, when you're down, depressed, and you're too stressed, you Ben Simmons.
Nah, but let me ask you this though. At what time,
Oh
how
man.
long did it take you to get out that negative thought though? Because I at times battle that, and when I had that negative thought, it might take me a day to get over it. It might take me a couple days. Where it's just I have to remind myself of the positive things that I did, of like why everybody appreciate me. So I talked about what I do. What are some of the things that you do, and how long do it take you?
Well, for me, like I'm not the kind of nigga to dwell on shit. Like for one, like if I have a bad day, I'm not gonna have bad days. I'm not gonna have consecutive bad days because I'm gonna find a way in order to motivate myself. Like what I'm gonna do about the situation that I'm currently in, outside of just understanding what it is and just realizing that things are out of my control in this specific situation. But honestly, like when you down, you don't really got a timetable. Like how do I put it? The way that I handle shit is like you find ways to motivate yourself, but to me, like I feel like revitalized when I do another like when I do something that I feel like is me. Like like obviously that's not gonna make sense to others, but let me explain. For like when I do something creative, I I figure it out. It's like oh well, damn, like you so hard on yourself, but you could do this. Like
So
it's people who can't do what you do, even though like you're not even like I'm not necessarily where I'm at or where I would like to be, but I can acknowledge that I have a talent, and
so
it's
what you
like
my bad, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so what you do is basically you like express your art, like express something, like use your art or be able to like do something, use your skills to express yourself. Because at that point, once you express yourself, you kind of find that appreciation, like damn, like you can do this shit. This motherfucker probably can't, like the next man can't type shit. So you use that as more motivation to get you back up.
Yeah, because a lot of people get in routine. Like when you go to work every day, you go to work, you come home, you take care of your business, and you repeat. You feel me? So when am I having room to really find self-love if all I do, work, or if I'm constantly in my routine? My routine is how I feel this way. My routine is part of the reason why I'm in the position because I don't know how to break it. That's why it's routine.
I
So when
think
I step outside my routine, as far as like going to be creative, that is when like my eyes open up. You feel me, to understand that, oh, like it's more than what you're doing right now. Like
so
it's bigger than that.
I think that you hit a important part. Like not more so like a I feel like some people need to find not just a hobby, but something that's able to express themselves, right? Where you can get a peace of mind. Cause honestly, I went fishing one time. I was really like, and y'all know this, like everybody who was my friends, like, and I talked to during the time period, like I think like two, like when I was working on my last job location, I was really depressed, really down. And like I was just like, man, I need something to get my head straight. And like me and my father, we've been kind of rekindling our relationship. And he talked to me, he like, man, you need to go fishing. I'm like, what? He like, go fishing, get your mind, clear your mind, and that'll give you time to think. So I gave it a try, went to the pier, and I'm like, damn, like it's relaxing, right? It's not even more so I can do something that they can't, but it gives me a peace of mind, a break from everything. Cause like you said, and it kind of sparked my mind. We're constantly doing a routine, going to work, coming home, going to sleep, and doing repeating the same routine. And that shit is like psychologically, it's gonna fuck with you because it's like, God damn, what the fuck? Like you'll see on social media people doing something different, or you be like, why
Exactly.
am I stuck in this
Exactly. That's
routine?
like exactly. Like
So
I
what?
I
Go
felt
ahead.
that way during the pandemic. I remember when everybody was eating in the beginning, like getting all that unemployment shit. I'm like, damn,
Boy,
I'm
hey,
going to
listen,
work. I'm
listen.
going to work every day.
Unemployment was hitting better than goddamn like regular people checks. I'm talking about, and they just on their ass. And but I would say though, with that, that's where having a job and being able to like being used to money coming in that way, that's when it kind of showed. Because when people got that unemployment check, blew it, blew that shit instantly. But like if you had that steady income and like you was, you knew what to do with that money. So that's how, and that's how the perspective I looked at it. Cause I was just like, trust and believe me, I was like, Slim.
Yeah,
This
I'm working my ass off, but I just think, man, honestly, all I can advise anybody to do is just you gotta literally force yourself to do what makes you happy. And understand that you gotta relax also. Like I really had to realize I know it sounds like we so grown and a lot of us are stepping into adulthood and we handle our responsibilities, but you're only 25. I'll be 26 this year. Like, that's it. I have so much life ahead of me, God's willing. You know what I mean? Like I said, my mom did all of this for like 8, 9 years. You feel me? From high school to college to finally getting to where she wants to be. And I think that would she regret it? You know what I mean? Like, does she? No. Those trials and all of the things, everything that we face with each other, all of our ups, all of our downs, the fact that she's able to overcome it and look back on it and talk about it.
Yep.
I think like Kobe, obviously, anybody who knows me, look at my boy in the back, that's my nigga. But the best thing the nigga ever said real live is like the journey is the beauty in life. Like it really is like seeing you overcome all of the things that you had to
Yep.
like real like get past is like, damn, I'm really here now. Like that's the rewarding part in life. A nigga asked me the other day why I never like quit or like what keeps me going. And I think that's it. Like I gotta see it to the end. Like I have to see all everything that we niggas done been through, everything that people endured ain't for no reason. Like it ain't.
You feel, and I feel the same way. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, motherfucker pulled a gun out on me, try to rob me. I'm still living. I ain't gonna lie to you. God had it could have went either way. You feel what I'm saying? But God left me right here because I feel like I got a bigger picture. That's how I look at it. You've been through so much shit in your life. It's a reason why you still right here. You still in a position. You just gotta capitalize and don't dwell on it. And I think that's the most important message that anybody can get from it. It's just don't focus on what the next person's doing. Don't focus on any type of like negative things. Focus on what you've been through, all the challenges that you overcame, and make sure that you understand that anything that if you overcame a lot, anything that's coming through you right now or that's coming at you right now, it's you can overcome it.
Nothing.
You can overcome it. If you did it at an early age, and I'm not gonna lie to you, us being in a Black community, we overcome challenges every day. Little do we know. Very early at that, especially DC. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You ride that damn metro every day. Listen, you ride and specifically because I can't talk for no other line but the green line. Listen, you going there every day, you already done accomplished a lot. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, you go from Anna to Congress to Southern and all them janks. You don't know what you might run into.
You never know what
know what shit happen. But look though, man, I feel like this is a great episode where people can just really dwell on and understand that although your life might not be figured out right now, you still young. You still got time to live. And don't let social media have a mind control of what dictates your actions or what you should or what you shouldn't do. Go at your pace. Understand that, but also had an understanding that you want better for yourself. Never stay complacent.
Always push yourself, man. Yeah. Always push yourself.
Never stay
complacent.
Always
room to be better. Always room to grow. Real life.
On the code, man. Yeah, it's on the soul, man. But look, great episode. We gonna end it right here. Good drink. Good last Rogie right here. There we go. D. We out, Jam.
People going crazy.
Need a couple bad exotics and a black Bugatti. Switch a car, they was Coach Tuesdays for Maseratis. Me and Doe, we pop the 80, call them Jeremy Shockey.